What's going on, you guys? My name is Walid. So 5 things I want you guys to do as photographers in 2021 to grow, to make more money, to get more clients, to book and actually go full-time photographer. So I'm going to teach you guys how. 5 things today I got right here written down on this list, and it's going to help you guys out a lot. Now, so I'll tell you this. These are in no particular order. So we're going to go and I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. Number 1, never ever say no to a job. Now, I want you to say no to jobs because it's not the right branding for you, or because it's not the right amount of money for you, or because it's just not the style that you want to do. Whatever reason you say no to jobs for, I want you guys to learn to say no, but you want to send the jobs downstream. So one of the best things you can do to grow your business, to grow your community, to grow your branding is by saying to the client, instead of saying, hey, no thank you, or I can't because, or I won't do this because, say this instead. You know what? I cannot do this job because. Tell them why. The budget might be too small. It may not be the right branding, or you're just booked. Tell them that. And then say, but I would love to find you a couple of options. Now, when you do this, a few things are going to happen. Number 1, they're going to be blown away by you because you didn't just say no. You said no, but I would like to help you come out with some answers. That right there puts you at the top of their list for any future jobs. If you tell them, hey, this budget is a little bit below what I'm accustomed to, but I can find you somebody who's a little bit newer, a little bit greener than me, and they're going to do an amazing job. You also just told them, I don't work for down here. I work for at this level. So when you do that, they're thinking, not only is this person courteous, not only is this person polite and want to give us an answer, but this person is also not down here. This person is up here. So they're going to come back to you because you're such a kind person, because you're such a helpful person, and they're going to come back to you and give you jobs that are at this level, never again at this level. So that's one huge win. Number 2, you get an incredible amount of karma points. So if you believe in karma, brownies, and the universe helping you, and whatever other higher power you believe in, just helping somebody do better, get a job, is something that is just incredible good energy. Number 3, it gives you incredible points in your community. Now imagine being a newer photographer and somebody above you, somebody a little bit more experienced, more seasoned than you, hits you up on Instagram, sends you a DM, even if you don't know them. And they say, hey, I know that we haven't talked, but I do love your work. I've been seeing it around. I have a client that's not the good fit for me, but I think you would be so good at this. Would you like me to make an introduction? When you do that, their head is just going to explode because you don't have to do that for anybody, but they're going to realize how cool you are, how loyal you are, how much you are a person of that community. So that's a third thing. Now, what happens when somebody below you is a fan of yours? So many things. They're going to defend you in rooms that you're not even in. They're going to vouch for you. They're going to verify for you. They're going to promote you for jobs that they may not be qualified for and say, hey, can I refer somebody to you that this person is a little more seasoned than me? And they'll refer jobs back to you. That's happened to me. So I can tell you firsthand that that is what works. I can tell you what else has worked. If I've helped people and they have the ability to help me, I've borrowed battery chargers before. I've been given lenses. Hey, Walid, you've hooked me up. I always remember that. I'm going to help you. So people will help you, and this helps build a community that lets your business grow. Finally, the client understands how cool you are. You didn't have to help them. You didn't have to say, hey, let me help you find an answer. They're going to remember that. They're going to bookmark that. And they are going to come back to you time and time again about jobs that are more up to your ranking, up to your style or your branding. So moving forward on 2021, first one, we are never going to say no to a job again, assuming the person is respectful, assuming the person is courteous, and it's just not the right fit. That's what we want to do, okay? Send the jobs downstream, make someone's life, make someone's portfolio, be the answer for somebody, and this is how you get booked over and over and over. Number 2, again, in no particular order, your camera is enough. Your camera is good enough. I think you know that already, but I want to remind you, I just bought a camera this year, but that's because my old camera is 12 years old. I had the 5D Mark II. Now, 12 years is a lot of pictures. I've taken this camera around the world. So here's the thing about the camera industry. They're all good people, but they have to stay in business, especially in tough economies like we are right now. So What they do is they bet on you having insecurities, always wanting the latest and greatest. Here's the thing. I just told you guys that I had a 5D Mark II and I still have it, but I just bought a new camera. My camera, 5D Mark II, was 12 years old. It took over 500,000 pictures. It took me around the world. It photographed everybody from Kanye West to Jennifer Lopez, Bernie Sanders, to my nieces, my family, landscapes, vacations, you name it. I took this camera with me. It's marked up, it's abused, but it's a camera that's tried and true. I never fell for the latest and greatest, and I don't want you to do that either, because nobody has ever hired me for my camera. Nobody has ever hired me for my lens or my light. They've hired me for my eyes and my mind and how I put things together, how I treat people. So I want you to do the same thing. I don't want you going broke chasing the latest and greatest. That's going to make you the broke and the brokest, okay? Go with what you have, build on that, and then you can buy whatever you want when your pockets are full of cash. You have the camera, you have the equipment that you need. If it's a small iPhone and you have to buy just one small light, you will make enough money with that iPhone to make money. Don't worry about the ego or whatever people look at. And by the way, the more seasoned photographers, they never look at your gear. They never judge you by your gear. How do you know someone's a new photographer? They always ask you what kind of camera you use, what kind of lens you got, and that's all that they focus on. The gear you have is enough. What I want you to do is invest in you. So workshops, courses. I have a masterclass, photography masterclass, 40 days to profit. It is absolutely a life changer for my photographers. They've been published now on book covers, Harper's Bazaar, other magazine editorials. One just booked a cosmetic campaign. I mentor people. I want you guys to do well. Invest in the person holding the camera and you will never ever fail. It's crazy to me that people will buy headphones for $400. They'll buy sound recorders for $500. They'll buy cameras, $3,500 for a body, lenses, $1,500, $1,800, $500. But they will never invest in the person holding the camera. That person is the one that goes and has the meetings, the phone calls, the emails. That person is the one that operates the business. Invest in you and watch yourself go full-time freelance photographer in no time. Number 3, again, these are in no particular order. Number 3, what I want you to do in 2021 is, first of all, hit the subscribe button right down below. This channel helps photographers make more money, helps photographers grow their businesses, book clients, and of course, I teach photography too. So please do that down below. Number 3, what I want you guys to do, it's on my list right here, is admit your failures. It's weird. We don't do that. We always act like we know everything, that we never fail, that we never stumble and fall. I fall about 10 times a week. See, what happens is when you admit your failures, I'm more likely to admit my shortcomings to you. So what is it? Is it like a failure fest? Not really. What we're doing is always gauging ourselves to everybody else. Like, hey, she's over here. Am I far enough? Or he's done this. Am I above that or below that? And it helps to find out, wait a minute, why am I comparing my step 2 to somebody's step 10? It helps to realize that the person that you look up to or your peers have failed and have fallen in their face, because that helps you continue. And if you give that, people will give that back to you. You admitting to failure is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's a sign of strength. It shows, hey, I've fallen, but I've gotten up, okay? So just like that old infomercial. So when you guys admit failures, you're actually admitting your strength and you're giving somebody else the permission to keep going on. You have no idea what others are going through. So if you were to just say, oh my God, like I failed my first 5 bookings. It was such a disaster. The clients hated me. Guess what? That person that is on the verge of potentially quitting, they need to hear that. They need to understand, wait a minute. So I'm not the only one that has gone through this. And that right there is incredible energy that's going to help build your community. When you do that, they're going to do that for you. That's actually a sign of strength. And you're going to give another photographer permission to get back up and realize it's absolutely normal to fall, but you have to get back up. Number 4, encouraging your peers. This kind of goes with number 3, but number 4 is encouraging your peers. So what that means is when you see somebody have a win, congratulate them. When you see somebody charge their full rate, encourage them, because what that means is that you are allowed to celebrate within the community. You are allowed to charge your high rate. When you see somebody not charging their value, shooting for free because they think that that's going to help them, encourage them instead of banishing them. Encourage them and say, hey, I actually think you're worth a lot more money than this. If you need help, I can help you. If you need help, I can give you a copy of my contracts or my pricing. If you need help, go follow Walid's YouTube. He helps photographers every single day. So think about that and encourage each other, celebrate each other. That's going to help you. Now, when you do this, you're also building community and they're cheering for you. You're going to have an ally. You're going to get somebody to hire you once as a second photographer. You're going to get somebody to hire you because they can't do the job. You're going to get an ally, and we need allies to win in this business. All other occupations, they have allies. Even if they're considered competitors, they are allies. They work together and they win the market together. So let's do that in 2021. Make it a habit. Just 3 people a week. Send them a DM. 3 people that you may know, that you may not know, and say, hey, I just saw your newest post. Congrats, man. That was incredible. That lighting, it just makes me want to raise the bar. Or, wow, congrats on doing that. Like, you probably are the best fashion photographer I've seen in a little while. Whatever it might be, congratulate them, encourage people. And this is how we grow, and they feel the urge to congratulate you and clap for you. This is community. We build by raising up together. So here's the thing. I'm giving you guys a bonus. I'm not giving you guys 5. I'm going to give you guys 6. Okay. So number 5, you can make 40% more just by adding this video. So check out this video, by the way, after this, and I'm going to link it at the end of this video, so you don't have to worry about it right now. I showed you how I made a fashion film just using my iPhone. One light, one cell phone, that's it. I made a fashion film. But when you do that, you can add 30 to 40% more to your budget. So let's just say you're doing a family shoot and you tell them ahead of time, hey, would you guys like a fashion film? Here's an example of it. It's only $200 more. That family is going to look at it and go, $200? Wow, it's video and it's music and it's some audio and some cool titles. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Who cares? Who cares? Life is short. Let's just do it. Okay, so if you're at doing a fashion shoot or you're doing a model's portfolio, guess what? If you hit them up and you say, for an extra $300, what we can do is do this really cool fashion film. I love to do it. Would you be open to it? They'll probably say yes. At least half of the people will say yes. So you want to do this because it doesn't make you work an extra day. It's the same amount of hours. The same crew is already there. Hair and makeup is already done. Everything is done for you. So it's about 10% more effort to make about 30 to 40% more money. Also, you start adding more director or videography things to your reel. So as you shoot something, you're also getting a videography reel, and that's coming up also on the back end. As you shoot something, you're taking advantage of the lighting, the hair, makeup, everything that is there. I want you guys to win. So start looking into fashion films and how you can create this and how it's going to take you and bring your budget from here to here. Now, again, the video is right here. You can watch that at the end. I'm going to link it. And let's keep going for the final one, the bonus one. Number 6, this is the bonus one. Everybody that tells you, hey, we only have a budget of 1,000, take that up 20%. They truly probably have about 20% more. If they say, hey, we have a $5,000 budget, they can probably come up to 6. Now, we don't want to gouge anybody. We never want to do that. But clients traditionally, they bring their budget down and they downplay it. There's more in there. So learn to negotiate. In 2021, I want you guys to negotiate. I want you guys to say, yeah, I want to do this, but if you want more images, it's actually going to cost a little bit more. Most of my clients, in my experience, with the price they name for me, it is 20% higher, truthfully, in their head. So learn to take that budget and increase it. And that's going to help you make more money. So a lot of times people wonder, how can I make more money off of these clients? Most clients when they tell you what their budget is, they're downplaying it by about 20%. This is important. That doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means they're trying to get the most out of their budget, and so are you. So I want you guys to win. All right, guys, those are the 5 plus 1 bonus tip to do in 2021. If this helped you guys in any way, please click subscribe. If you want to watch the video on how to make more money just by shooting with your iPhone and one extra light, see the fashion film that I made, that is right here. Click subscribe on this channel. If you have any questions, leave your comment down below. And that is it. I will see you guys next week for a brand new video. Thanks so much.